I greet you, dear precious church. Please take your seats, and taking the opportunity, I would like to join all the congratulations, precious women, valuable women, and all the ladies. May God fill your lives with the beauty of His glory. In all the days of your life, may you see the Lord's glory and enjoy His freshness and power, give you wings, take you to your feet, and just like Eve's name signifies, may the life flow from your lives. The life Jesus Christ may flow through you wherever you go, in your families and around. I want to continue the word that my husband said. I want to also thank our husbands because without a noun there is no verb. Of course, there are sentences that are without a noun, but we are thankful to our husbands. We thank you, dear husbands, that you are at our sides, that you lift us, strengthen us, but the most important, we are thankful that you are led by the Lord and your head is Jesus Christ. May God bless you as well. Amen. I would like to start with a question. It's so great that the winter is over, right? That the days of summer are ahead and the winter trials and difficulties are in the past. The drivers are not afraid of slipping on the ice. The ice is no longer dangerous for those who walk. It's so great that we have spring. I don't want to make you sad, but I want to tell you that for this world, the winter is coming. The winter is a period that needs to be prepared very diligently. When the winter is approaching, the viruses are getting more active and the people need to receive vitamins and need to be prepared. Therefore, we as the spiritual people, we need to receive our vitamins in the right time. And the Bible encourages us that when the last days are coming, we need to gather even more together. And we need to encourage the people who are not coming to the church. They just need to come. If you see that the person who was sitting next to you is no longer here, give them a call. Tell them that their space is empty in the church. You know, we need to prepare very seriously to the winter. We need to check our clothing to see whether we have warm clothing, and the most important, whether we have fuel, whether we have enough fuel to endure throughout the winter, so that the house is not cold. Because if we don't prepare this, we don't make these preparations, and there is a poem about a fly who was not prepared for the winter, we will face very dangerous situations. And our Lord, He is warning us that the winter of this world is coming and we need to be prepared for that winter. Jesus was speaking in the Gospel of Matthew about the last days and the signs of the last days, and He spoke about one thing, saying, here, He was telling His disciples, He was saying, I am sending you as sheep among the wolves. There are two images, the wolf and the sheep. The wolf that has the teeth and can just eat and destroy someone else's rights, and the little lamb, the sheep that do not have teeth like that, but we also you know, the human logic says that you also need to be aggressive. You shouldn't allow your rights to be taken away from you. But for the sheep, it's not that destiny that's prepared. Jesus Christ has said that until the end of the world, I am with you. Even when He was ascending to heaven, He said, it's good for you that I go because another comforter will come, the Holy Spirit. He will be with you, He will strengthen you, He will rebuke you, He will correct you and will prepare you and lift you Prepare for what? For the heaven, for meeting the Lord. And will also prepare for the winter that is coming on this world. What does the sheep need? The sheep needs the presence of their shepherd. The sheep always needs to be in the presence of their shepherd. Nothing else should be interesting for the sheep, because if the shepherd is at their side, everything is great. Everything will be good. If the sheep follows the shepherd, always will go to the green pastures and wherever there is a lot of water. The sheep will not hunger nor be thirsty. And Jesus Christ says, my sheep, they listen and hear and know my voice and they follow me. Therefore, today for the sheep, it is important for the sheep to walk after their shepherd, because the other traces of feet, they will take to danger and to death. And today as well, I have one feature of character in my attention, which is so pivotal. Just for a person, it's important to have the right spinal cord. Also for many organs, the spine, if it's straight, the organs, they work properly. But when there are problems in the spine, the whole body suffers and the organs, they get fall apart. The same way for a spiritual person, there is a very pivotal and key and important meeting, and it's called righteousness, uprightness, to be upright, just as our Lord was upright. And Prophet Isaiah says, O righteous, O you the upright. And we see that our Lord himself is upright, he is straight, and our shepherd, he is so right. There is a difference between those who work in a righteous way and not righteously. There is a difference between those who walk the right way and those who follow the sin. There is a difference between ministering those who minister to God and don't minister. There is a difference between people who are vigilant and alert to their hearts and those who are just indifferent and they don't take heed of their heart. And we inherit great blessings through that. And I have named this sermon The Secret of Great Blessings. There are enormous blessings that our Lord has promised, but there is also a secret of those blessings. When we look at the Bible, from this perspective, the whole Bible, through the heroes, they are divided into two categories. The people who were upright before God and who walked righteously, and those who did not act in an upright way. We look at the kings, at other people. When we read the Chronicles and the Kings, we see that the Bible focuses on something important. This king, he was upright before God and he was strengthened. And the country entered peaceful times. For example, Solomon, during the period where Solomon ruled, the country did not face any war. No one attacked Israel. But there are also periods of history where the kings, they were upright, but they received an attack. But even in that condition, the Lord set them free. They got out of the war, and they didn't have losses during that war. But there are also other types of kings who acted in a wicked way before God. They worshipped idols, and they brought the people of God into idolatry. And the Bible speaks about such kings that they received a lot of pain, and they brought pain also to their people. Therefore, today, beloved, it's so very important to act in a righteous way before our God. And there is a question here. What is it to act in an upright way? What does the Bible call this? Let us first look in the dictionary. I have looked up in the dictionary to understand what does it mean to be upright. To be upright, it means to be right, not to be bent, to be straight, not to have any blemishes, to be honest, to be open, to have an honest and character with integrity, not going astray from their path, having unshakable parameters, and this is the way the Bible describes what is an upright person. And to walk in a righteous way, it means to place the Almighty God in the center of everything, to live in accordance with God's will, and to walk in righteousness, faithfulness, and holiness. These characteristics are very important to be manifested in our lives because our God, He is righteous. We need to follow our shepherd. God is so right that the foundation of His throne is the truth and the justice. Therefore, His kingdom remains forever. Whatever He constructs, whatever He builds in the right and honest and sincere way, without any cunning thoughts, without any hidden agenda. His purpose is to make us inherit goodness. If God gives commandments, sometimes people think that the commandments are to limit us, to take away things from us. But it's not like that. The commandments and the rights and the rules and the commands are given to protect us. You know, the Bible also says that God has created man in a righteous way, upright, but the man has started finding different ways out. Now, there is a question. In the Garden of Eden, God created such a wonderful and beautiful world. And God created man in an upright way, but the man, went astray for a moment. From a certain moment, the man received a poisonous and evil and full of manipulation and lies offer. The man received such an offer. But that offer, everything changed not when the offer was received, but when the person received and agreed to that offer, but also didn't repent. That is when the whole history of mankind was biased and went astray. God said, let us create man, human, in our image. And suddenly, the enemy comes and offers, do you know what? Eat and you will be like God. Man was already created like God, in the image of God. God didn't want us to know what is pain and suffering. Eat. Did God tell you not to eat? And when we live today our lives, every moment we face decisions. We need to make decisions. Our purposes, our desires regarding our family, our future, our children. And we need to make decisions and choices. And maybe for us, the question again sounds, did God say, you will not die, just eat it. You will be like God. God is keeping things from you when He places limitations on you. But, God forbid, we see in the whole Bible that the honest and the clean and the best purpose of God is for you and I to inherit heaven, to inherit the good things. The commander of our faith, when the question sounded, who will go for us, our Jesus Christ, our beloved God, He said, I will go. And in this world, there is none and there will be no greater and more responsible and more crucial and pivotal assignment than what was placed on the shoulders of Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ, our head of faith, our shepherd, he showed how you need to do that. During his 33-year life on the earth, he walked entirely in accordance with the will of the Father. And even when he was tempted in the desert, in the wilderness from the Satan, he was so careful with the word so that he wouldn't bias the word, so that he wouldn't decrease the authority of the word, and he overcame, and he came out of the desert strengthened, and he showed us an example. When we stand before choices, before situations, when we serve, when in our families we live, there are different relationships, friend relationships, inner family relationships, relationship with God. How do we act? How do we act in such conditions? Are we upright before the Lord? Do we put the will of God above everything? Or our will and our offense and our ambitions, our feelings, we prefer to the will of God and the voice of God? For the sheep, it is good to follow its shepherd and follow the footsteps of their shepherd, because there is a reward. There is a reward for righteousness. There are great and enormous blessings, and this is where the secret is, to obey the will of the Father. When our Father, he builds something, he builds it in a right way. Have you seen the architect writing the, drawing the model of the building? All the model, it is very right. And the details, the foundation that needs to carry, those details are totally straight. There are no bent parts, so that the house and the building doesn't get destroyed, God doesn't fall down. And when we build our lives, our relationships, our family, if we want it not to be destroyed, it needs to be so straight and right and honest and with integrity and in accordance with the Word of God. Only in this case, the foundation, the building will not fall apart, will not fall down. The cross is just two straight lines. One is vertical, the other is horizontal. And we need to act in an upright way before the Lord. Our heart and our mind, our motives, our aims, purposes, desires need to be so honest and straight before God. And also the horizontal line. We need to be so straight with each other and clean and open. On the other, if not, the destruction is just a matter of time. But the Lord, he constructs his house in an upright way. And also in the Bible it says, be built like living stones into a temple. We are living stones today, you and I. In order for the temple to be very strong and solid, we have the responsibility on our shoulders. We need to be very vigilant about our thoughts, our motives, our ambitions. We are responsible for the solidness of the building. The Holy Spirit does not use bent and crooked ways and things for his temple. If it gets straight, he will use it. But if it's crooked, it will not be made upright and corrected. In the Bible, it says you do not have a part in this because your heart is not straight before the Lord. When John and Peter were going to Samaria to pray for the people, there was Simon the sorcerer, and he thought that he can purchase the gift of God. And Peter said, you do not have a part in this because your heart is not upright before God. Beloved, we look at the example of Jesus, who is the head of our faith, and he went through a path of obedience. And we can say, well, that was Jesus. He is perfect, the true Son of God. How can we overcome it? But you know, the Holy Spirit, God is inside of us to correct us, to strengthen us, so that everything that is crooked in us and bent and biased, He can make straight. The God of power is in us because the temple has now entered and lives in us. We are the temple of God. I would like to just separate a couple of kings, Hezekiah and his son Manasseh. You know, for Hezekiah, God says that he heeded and acted before the Lord with all his heart. He obeyed the Lord. He asked the Lord. He did it with all his heart, both for the works of God and for all the other works. He was straight. Although there was a period of time in his life when he became proud and the disease came into his life, but when he repented, God restored him. But also there was his son Manasseh. It's written about Manasseh when he was 12 years old, he became a king. But it's also written that he made a lot of evil and he was wicked before the Lord's face. And the high places that his father had cleansed from the people of God, he again restored those. He restored the worship of Baal and Astartes, and there is a great opposition by those gods to the Lord, the true God, and he made a great evil before the eyes of God. Also, the Bible says that the kings of Assyria, God raised and they attacked Manasseh and they bound him and took him as a slave, as a captive. But it's also written that Manasseh, he bowed down, he remembered the name of his Lord God, and he just obeyed, and God's mercy, it is limitless. The king who made so much wickedness, he acted so, in a defiled way. He makes everything defiled in the temple of God, but the Lord says God's word says he forgave Manasseh, he restored him. Even today, if our heart is crooked in certain things, if we went astray from the criteria of God which we had to walk based on, if there is a bitter root that came in our hearts, if our motives went astray and were biased, but if we bow before God, if we humble ourselves and we call upon His name, He will still help us, restore us, and set us free and strengthen us, and will make us stand again. Maybe Manasseh thought that it's the end of his life. He is a captive. He was taken into captivity. What kingdom he can dream about? Whether could he even dream of being restored? Could he dream of moving in God? But the Lord is so very merciful, and He doesn't measure with our criteria. He doesn't think like us. And He says, Manasseh, he humbled himself a lot, and God restored him from captivity, and he didn't enter his country as an ordinary citizen, but as a king. And there was a fruit of repentance in his life, and he again destroyed those high places, those idolatry, and he changed again. For Jonathan, he was strengthened because he straightened his paths, there is a reward, I have separated the reward of being righteous. There are people who are very interesting. They search and they want life, they want success, but without God, away from God. And they find pain and suffering as a result. And the Bible has spoken about this for centuries. The Bible speaks about the reward of this secret of being righteous before God. There is a reward. Let us look through that. Those who are straight in heart will not fear. They will forget the misery. They will have a good sleep. It's in Job 11:13-19. If you prepare your heart and stretch out your hands towards him, if iniquity were in your hand and you put it far away and would not let wickedness dwell in your tents, then surely you could lift up your face without spot. Yes, you could be steadfast and not fear, because you would forget your misery and remember it as waters that have passed away. And your life would be brighter than noonday. Though you were dark, you would be like the morning. And you would be secure because there is hope. Yes, you would dig around you and then take your rest in safety. You would also lie down and no one would make you afraid. Yes, many would court your favor. Your sleep will be blessed. And you will not be, trembling over what you earn, but you will know that because you did it in righteousness, God will bless it. God keeps no good from those who walk upright. And the generation of those who are upright, they will live safely. What do we want our sons and daughters to inherit today, beloved? When we go through difficulties, but we keep our uprightness, our straight attitude, although it's difficult, but we will make our sons and daughters inherit blessing. Our next generations are so blessed, but today so many parents, they make their children inherit pain and suffering. The Lord becomes their shield. The Lord sets them free from pain. God makes close relationship with those who are upright. It says that the close relationship of God is with those who are upright. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord. We want God to listen to our prayer, but there is a condition for that. The prayer of the upright is pleasing for the Lord. And in Psalms 37, verse 37, it says, "Mark the blameless man and observe the upright, for the end of this man is peace." This person who acts in a righteous way before the Lord, his end is peace, the Bible says. It's peace and joy. It is a shield for those who, God is a shield for those who walk uprightly. He makes close relationship, intimate relationship with those who are like this. And the sons and daughters of such people will be blessed. Their tents, the tent of the righteous will flourish, but the house of the people who are in iniquity, they will be destroyed. But the tent of the upright will flourish. But the house that is so luxurious but belongs to those who are committing evil will be destroyed. What do we choose? Those are the great blessings, and there are even more rewards if you look at the Bible. What do we want today? What do we choose in our lives? What do we want for our children? What are we going to make them inherit? Our physical children and our spiritual children as well. Because the leaders who walk in an upright way, they also make their children receive good and kind things. The Bible says that it's abominable for God when you weigh in a wrong way. You know, when you have the scales that are lying scales. But the people's, scales are so different. I said this, and this person answered this. I will ask this question, and they will not be able to avoid the truth. And when you look at people, it's like they are so cunning, so sly. Does our God say that? When we look in the Bible, God compares people to lions, to pigeons, to eagles. They are right, they are true, they are straight, they are not crooked, they are not looking for, cunning ways. They come in a straight way, and they don't do their work in a hidden way, because those who are right and honest, they don't need crooked things and sly things. But about the Satan, it says Satan and serpent and dragon who comes through crooked ways. And he says, did God really say? Did God really ask? Did God really speak? Are you really led by God? These are very crooked and very biased ways which bring destruction. There is no single feature of righteousness in that. What do we choose today? There are two natures who are opposite to each other, like the light and the darkness. Because whatever nature we choose, that eternity we will also inherit. For the upright, the eternal life is kept. But for those who don't choose the upright things, those who choose the things that are very crooked, they will not inherit eternal life. Because the Bible says, for such, there is no part. I want to tell a story like a parable. It's a very interesting parable. There was a king who decides to find in his kingdom the faithful and honest people and bring them great blessings. And he calls all the people and he gives them seeds of flowers. And he says that in a certain period of time, they again will come back to the same place, and those who will take care of those flowers and will bring them to the king, and the flowers will be healthy and good looking, they will have great blessings. In a certain period of time, many people come with very beautiful flower pots, different colors, and they say to the king what kind of fertilizers they have bought, what kind of lighting, and the number of water barrels that they used, how they grew those flowers. But there were also people who came with empty flower pots. And they were, very shameful. And they said to the king, we would love, dear king, to bring beautiful flowers for you, but we couldn't. The seeds did not bear flowers. And the king looks at those two groups of people and he brings those people who brought empty pots and he says, you will inherit great blessings. And he assigns them high positions in his kingdom. And everyone was looking around because there was another condition. But the Lord says that those seeds could not bear fruits because those seeds were processed seeds. Very often in this world, people think that by lying, by bringing a beautiful flower, they will inherit something. No one will hear the heart, but there is a righteous king who has his own principles of the kingdom. And also only based on that principle, you will be able to inherit great blessing. That is the secret, to do upright things and to obey the Lord, to be humble before the Lord. What should we do? How should we act? First of all, Psalm 119, Verse 7, I will praise you with uprightness of heart when I learn your righteous judgments. We need to learn the judgments of righteousness. We need to learn to hear our high priest, our shepherd, the principles based on which his kingdom stands. Second, we need to be careful to his word. Now, how can a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed according to your word. We need to take heed to God's word. When we place his word before us, King David says, I hid your words in my heart so that I may not commit a sin. We need to take heed to his words, to his commandments. You know, when we want to make a straight line, we take a ruler and we draw that line. We put the ruler and we make that straight line, right? No, it's not right. We put the ruler and we make it really, really close to that ruler so that the straight path should be written. That ruler is the commandment of our God. When we act upon his commandments, then our lives are straight. Number 3. In Proverbs 4:25, let your eyes look straight ahead and your eyelids look right before you. Don't look to the right or to the left. Look straight. Don't look at Peter, Simon, John, anyone else. Don't look around. Look at what the Lord has placed before you personally and walk straight ahead. Ask the Lord with all your heart to do that. And the great blessings that we read about, and even more, what the eye hasn't seen and ear has not heard, the Lord has prepared for us. Maybe today as well, dear people, we can smell the winter, spiritual winter in this world, but in that winter we will see the difference between the one who serves the Lord and doesn't. Like in the days of Noah, as people didn't believe, and the last days will be like the days of Noah. Yes, there are people who have a part in entering the ark, who will believe the news of salvation, who will follow Jesus Christ by his footsteps. They will enter the ark of salvation. Yes, maybe we can hear the voices of destructions. Maybe we will feel the waves, but the waters will not come inside of that ark. They will not destroy us. Maybe in our relationships, in the family, there is winter somewhere. There is a discomfort somewhere. But you know, there is a spring that is coming, the eternal. For those who hear and act upon the word of God. In Revelation 3:11 says, Behold, I am coming quickly. Hold fast what you have, that no one may take your crown. He who overcomes, I will make him a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go out no more. I will write on him the name of my God and the name of the city of my God, the new Jerusalem, which comes down out of the heavens heaven from my God, and I will write on him my new name. Who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Keep what you have, so that no one can take it away from you. Very often, we give what the value of what we don't know, we don't understand. Or maybe we understand, but the Satan is able to demerit, to devalue all that. There was a situation like that in Malachi chapter 3 when the people of God grumbled before God and said, it's in vain to serve the Lord, it's useless. In Malachi 3, 14, 15, says, it is useless. What profit is it that we have kept his ordinance and that we have walked as mourners before the Lord of hosts? So now we call the proud blessed, for those who do wickedness are raised up. They even tempt God and go free. There was a condition where it seems that the wicked person is successful. Whatever they want, they do. They do in accordance with the wish of their hearts. Those who are proud, then those who they even tempt God and they go free. Then those who feared the Lord spoke to one another, and the Lord listened and heard them. So a book of remembrance was written before him for those who fear the Lord and who meditate on his name. Verse 17, they shall be mine, says the Lord of hosts, on the day that I make them my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spares his own son who serves him. Then you shall again discern between the righteous and the wicked, between one who serves God and one who does not serve him. There is a difference, dear people. There is a difference. Today, let us look at our lives. The Lord, He promised joy and peace and righteousness. You will sleep without thinking bad things. I will be your shield. You will pray and it will be pleasing for me. I will set you free from a wicked person and from his mouth. But please agree, dear people, that there are conditions which are not entirely like that. In our situations, there are conditions like winter, and we need to stand and just search our hearts today. Yes, Lord, you have promised those blessings, but I don't fulfill those conditions in my life. Why? What am I doing wrong? Where do I prefer my will and not your will? Where do I prioritize my word over your word? Maybe there are places where I have put other gods in my life. Maybe there are parts of my life and areas of my life where something else takes more of my attention than your will. If we are in such a condition, let's remember Manasseh, because although he was in a wicked path, he repented and obeyed the Lord, and the Lord, He corrected his path. When everything ends on this world, I was once in a very high place and I could see around, and in the morning there were a lot of cars and the cars would go to the right, to the left, they were all in a hurry, and suddenly everything seemed as nothing. Their purposes, their running, and there was a question of the eternity. When the ruler of God, when his straight ruler comes, what can we answer? How our life will be? What will be the trace that we have left in this earth? And if we endure difficulties for the name of God, if there are difficulties in our lives because we keep the commandments, because we act upon God's will and not the will of a man, then we are blessed, for our reward is great. We are blessed, for we walk uprightly. Dear people of God, there is a difference and a great reward for walking in an upright way. Yes, it's not easy. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, we have a lot of difficulties in our lives. But the Bible says there are a lot of the righteous has a lot of difficulties, but the Lord saves from all of them. Yes, the Lord will give you sleep without worries. The peace will be inside of you when you will see chaos situations, but you will see the difference between those who serve and those who do not. You will see the difference between those who earn their bread with peace and righteousness and between those who earn the wrong way, because you have chosen to follow your shepherd, a voice that will take you to green pastures and to safety. And even if you go through the valley of the shadow of death, the Lord has promised that He will be with us. Whatever the path will be, the storms, still look at the one who is righteous. The end of the righteous is peace. Let us stand up, please. Let us together pray and bring our life and our purposes, our works, our minds, our motives before the Lord. Our Father that are in heaven, here we are standing before you, Lord. And everything is transparent, nothing is hidden from you, Lord. We ask you, Lord, that by your setting free power, by your delivering power, by your healing power, we be set free. May this house inherit goodness because we act in a right way before you. If we have become crooked, our minds, our aims, our purposes have went astray, our attitude has become biased. Today we repent before you, Lord, and we ask you to strengthen us again, to restore us, Lord, and sevenfold may every loss be restored sevenfold, whether it was done knowingly or unknowingly because of crookedness and because of wicked ways. We ask you, Father, please forgive each of us. If we worshipped other gods instead of you, please forgive that if instead of your fire, some alien fires have been in our temple and in your temple. And we ask you, Lord, in accordance with your mercy, for as the heaven is higher than the earth, the same way, so great is your blessing and your mercy from nation to nation, from generation to generation. We ask you, Almighty Father, that you wash us today, that you set us free today from any fortresses and any walls that have been built and they hinder us from coming in your presence and flying in your freedom, dear God. May those fortresses fall down from our soul, from our spirit, from our body, from our feelings, from our will, dear Lord. And even if some kind of complaint and grumbling has grown in us and we say, what is the benefit of following you? Lord, today we repent. We repent today, for you are right and you are honest. You are in integrity, and we choose, like the head of our faith, to walk by your footsteps. And we say thank you for this opportunity. May your name be glorified, exalted. May your glory be shown in our lives, in our words, in our actions. May our life tell about your cross and your resurrection, dear Lord. May our inner temple and your temple be the place of prayer, the place of holiness and faithfulness, dear Lord. In the name of Jesus Christ, we are thankful to you, Lord, that your mercy is great. We give you glory. All the glory and honor be to you, and all the worship be to you. All the worship and glory and honor be to you forever and ever.
Amen.
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 Amen. Amen. Glory to Jesus. Glory to Jesus. Glory to Jesus. Glory to you, Lord. Glory to you, Lord. In Ecclesiastes chapter 12, let us hear the end of all words. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is man's all. For God will bring every work into judgment, including every secret thing, whether good or evil. And I pray, dear people, that we do not inherit ashes, but we inherit the crown of glory, so that we walk in righteousness, in a straight way, in accordance with our Lord, with his nature, spreading his glory, and by our life testifying his cross and resurrection. May God bless you. Now, I would like to turn to those who came here for the first time. Maybe you are here in this church for the first time. You heard this word, that there is a difference between those who keep the commandments and those who don't. We would like to invite you today, beloved, come forward, please. And together we are going to commit our lives to our shepherd, to our priest. We are going to decide to walk together with him. Together we are going to say that, Jesus, you are our Lord. May the Lord bless you. Please come forward. Let us give them a big hand of applause, dear church. Let us encourage them. Amen. Lord, you are our only hope. May God bless you. We will wait for a little more. Come forward, please. Don't be shy. We all did this step. When we make this step, it's just a confession before heaven and earth that we want you, Lord. We don't want any false shepherd. You are our high shepherd, and we want to follow you. May God bless you. May God bless you abundantly. May God bless you abundantly. There are still people who are coming. Let us wait for a little more. May the Lord bless you abundantly. We are so glad that you made this decision, this step, that you are standing here today. The heaven, you know, the Bible says, when one man, one person is saved, all the angels start dancing in the heaven. There is feast, because one who was lost was found, one who turned from the life of death, from the path of death, turned around, believed what Jesus Christ did, and stood in the path of righteousness. And the end of that path is the throne of our Father in heaven. So today we are going to pray together. The church will help you. Please just close your eyes and repeat from all your heart. It's like you are praying from all your heart, saying that to the Lord, because it's written, whoever believes in their heart and confesses with their mouth, they will get saved and healed and set free. Dear Father, we are standing before you and we give you glory. We bless your holy name. I believe
որ Հիսուս Քրիստոսը
that Jesus Christ
իմ մեղքերի համար խաչվեց,
was crucified for my
որ իմ
sins,
անօրենության պատիժը
that he carried the punishment of my iniquity and sins, the guilt that I had to carry, the punishment that I had to carry, Jesus, you carried instead of
ես
me.
հավատում եմ ամբողջ
And I believe with all my heart
եւ ողջ երկնքի ու երկրի
and
առաջ
before all the heaven and earth,
ես դավանում եմ
I confess
Հիսուս Քրիստոս,
and I proclaim Jesus Christ,
դու ես իմ
you
Աստվածը,
are my Lord, my God.
ես ընտրում եմ
I
քայլել քո
choose to
հետքերով,
walk after you, to follow
խնդրում
you,
եմ քեզ,
and I'm asking you
ներիր իմ
to
մեղքերը,
forgive my sins,
լվա ինձ քո արյունով
to wash me with your blood,
եւ ինձ քո զավակը դարձրու,
and to make me your child.
դու ինձ հայր եղիր,
Be my Father,
Տեր եղիր,
my Lord,
ես էլ քեզ զավակ,
and I will be your child.
խնդրում եմ քեզ,
I'm asking you,
լցրու ինձ քո սուրբ հոգով,
fill me with your Holy Spirit.
հալելույա,
Hallelujah.
ամեն,
Amen.
ամեն,
Amen.
ամեն, Տերը օրհնի
Amen.
ձեզ,
May the Lord
Տերը
bless you.
օրհնի ձեզ,
May the Lord
Սա
bless you.
այլևս ձեր տունն է, մենք
This
մեծ
is from
սիրով,
now
ամեն
on your
շաբաթ,
house
ժամը
with great
6-ին,
love.
ամեն կիրակի,
We
ժամը
gather
2-ին,
here
կսպասենք
on
ձեզ,
Saturday at
Տերը
6
կսպասի
p.m.,
քեզ, իր
Sunday at
ատանը,
12.
Տերը կսպասի
The Lord
կլինի
will be
քո հետ,
waiting
ուր որ
for
դու
you.
գնաս,
The Lord will be
եթե
with
դու
you
նրա
wherever
ձեռքը
you go
ամուր
if
բռնես
you
եւ քայլես
hold
նրա
fast
ետևից,
his
թող Տերը
hand
օրհնի ձեզ, սիրելի
and
եկեղեցի,
walk
եկեք
after
մի
him.
կարճ աղոթ
Let
քանենք
us
եւ
make a
օրհնենք
short
այս
prayer,
թանկագին
dear church,
մարդկանց,
and bless
Հայր
those
Հիսուս
precious,
Քրիստոսի անունով,
precious people.
մենք հանձնում
Father,
ենք
in the
նրանց
name
քո
of
սուրբ
Jesus, we
ձեռքերի մեջ,
commit
թող
them
քո
into your
պաշտպանությունը
holy
կա
hands.
նրանց
May your
կյանքի վրա,
protection
քո
come upon their
օրհնությունները
lives.
կան նրանց
May
կյանքի,
your
նրանց
blessings
ընտանիքների
come
վրա,
upon
Տեր,
their
մենք
lives,
աղոթում
their
ենք, Տեր իմ
families, and we
Աստված,
pray,
որ
dear
նրանց
Lord,
կյանքերից
that
վայր
from
ընկնեն
their
ամեն
lives,
տեսակի դիվական կապանքները,
all kinds of
անեծքները,
demonic
հիվանդությունները,
bondages
որոնք
fall,
անցյալի
all the
հետևանք են, որոնք
diseases which are a
կախարդության
result
հետևանք
of
են,
the
Տեր,
past,
քո
the
մեջ կա
result
կատարյալ
of
պաշտպանություն,
witchcraft. In
եւ այս
you there is
պաշտպանությունը թող
perfect
գա այս
protection.
մարդկանց կյանքի
May
մեջ,
that
Տեր իմ
protection
Աստված,
come in
թող
their lives.
արմատանան քո
May
ճանապարհների մեջ,
your
եւ հավիտյան
May they be
չհեռանան քո
rooted in your
ճանապարհներից,
paths
այլ
and
նաեւ
forever
դառնան
don't go
մարդիկ,
away, and
որոնք
also may they
շատ-շատերին
become people who
խաչի
will
տեղը
bring
ցույց կտան,
many
մեղքի տեղը
people
ցույց
to the
կտան,
cross, will
Հիսուս
show the
Քրիստոսի
place
անունով,
of salvation
Հալելույա,
in the name of Jesus
ամեն,
Christ. Amen.
ամեն,
Amen.
մեր ծառայողները ձեր ետևում կանգնած են,
Our
ուզում ենք
ministers
ձեզ
are
հրավիրել
standing
ներքևը,
next to you.
այնտեղ
We would
եթե
like to
հարցեր ունեք,
invite you
կտակ ձեր
downstairs. If
հարցերը,
you
եթե
have
աղոթքի կարիք
questions,
ունեք, ձեզ
you
համար
will give
կաղոթեն,
your questions. If
խնդրում ենք, անցեք
you
մեր
need a
ծառայողների
prayer,
հետ,
you will receive a
միասին
prayer.
այն
Please
կողմը,
follow
ձեր ետևը
our
կանգնած է,
assistants. They are
սիրելի
standing
եկեղեցի,
at
Տերը
your
օրհնի
back.
քեզ,
So, dear church,
Եվ
may the
պահի
Lord
քեզ,
bless you and keep you.
Տերը պայծառացնի
May the
իր
Lord
երեսը քեզ վրա
shine his
եւ
face
ողորմություն տա
on you
քեզ,
and be gracious to
Տերը
you.
բարձրացնի
May the
իր
Lord
երեսը
lift
քեզ
up his
վրա
countenance
եւ
on you
խաղաղություն տա
and
քեզ,
give you
Տեր
peace.
Հիսուս Քրիստոսի
The
շնորհքը,
grace of the Lord Jesus
Աստծո
Christ
սերը,
and the love of
Սուրբ
God
Հոգու
and the fellowship
հաղորդությունը
of the Holy
ձեր
Spirit
ամենի հետ
be with
լինի,
you all
հավիտյան,
forever.
ամեն
Amen.